I reached the 3rd level. The sovereign hold. The pressure here was so intense. I could feel my eardrums threatening to burst. The air was no longer cold. It was thick and humid, smelling of gardenias and decaying leviathans. In this part of the ship, the shadows seemed to move on their own. That's when I saw them. The passengers. They stood in the corners, tall, gaunt figures, dressed in the rotted finery of 19th century aristocrats. They had no eyes, only deep, vertical slits in their foreheads that emitted a faint, sickly green glow. These were the previous brokers, the men and women, who had signed the black tide contract before me. They were meticulously sorting through piles of what looked like exquisite jewelry. But as I got closer, my blood ran cold. The rings, the necklaces, and the bracelets were all carved from human bone, polished to a high, ivory sheen. One of them turned toward me. Its voice sounded like air bubbles popping in thick, black mud. The surface world loves its status symbols. It hissed. We simply provide the materials for the next cycle of vanity. You move plastic and electronics in your world. Julian. We move the foundations of history. They weren't just passengers. They were the auditors of a nightmare economy. They told me that the sea has a long memory and an even longer ledger, and that the interest on what humanity has stolen from the deep was finally due for collection. I tried to turn back, to run toward the surface and the light of the sun, but the stairs had vanished. The ship had swallowed the way out. There was only one way left to go, down to the main cargo bay, where the master of this vessel was waiting to settle the debt. If you want to see the face of the one who controls the black tide, come back for part 4.